What's going on, guys? Welcome to the last official Ultimate Road to Glory episode in the series, and it is done. We are sealing it off with the final 40-0. What a way to finish. And I didn't believe I was going to get another 40-0, especially on stream. And I know myself, looking back at who I faced, mostly like Elite 2 guys, the matchmaking was really weird. Last week it was difficult for me, but I do believe like I changed up the way I played, and if I played exactly like the way I did this weekend, last weekend, I probably would have got maybe like 35, 36 wins, and I like the look of the way I'm playing now, and I want to take that into FIFA 19. So what I changed up really was to go for a 4-3-3 flat and force myself to hold possession and recycle the ball. And what I mean by recycling is when you're on an attack and you deep down know that you're going to be forcing it into the play and it's risky because you're going to lose the ball. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that, because sometimes if you don't take risks, you're not going to score. But I was doing that far too often, and I was overturning possession, I was getting counterattacked and scored on. Because even on FIFA 18, you can be the best defender, right? But if you're losing the ball over and over again, chances are you're just increasing that percentage for your opponent to score. And I'm not the best of defenders, so what I need to do is play to my strength. And I feel like I am comfortable when I have the ball and I can build up well. And that's what I was doing this weekend. I wasn't afraid to recycle it, play it backwards, wait for that guaranteed chance. And I felt like I played really well. And of course, like I said, the opponents weren't top tier, but I still needed to play well. And to achieve 40 on stream, just winning 40 games in a row with that kind of stress, I was really happy with that. And towards the end, the last 10 games, second from last, I was 2-0 down against a very good team and a good player, and I was able to pull it back. And I was comfortable though. Like, I didn't believe that I was actually going to win that game, but I did have some sort of confidence, and I felt like if I was going to get back into it, it was going to be today, because I was playing like the best FIFA. And that's what I want to take into FIFA 19. Just force myself to hold possession, not waste time, but just be clever when I'm on the ball. And the 4-3-3 absolutely destroyed it. In the attack, I had all three attackers on balance. In the midfield, it was balanced. The only instructions that I did change were for the two fullbacks to stay back. And that allowed me to not overcommit. So that's one thing that was happening when I was using like 4-1-2-1-2 and stuff. So I would try and build up play, and at times I would want to be holding on to possession, but then my two strikers would fully commit. They've gone behind the line, and then I'm stuck on like trying to play it back. But in that mindset, I wasn't really thinking about holding possession. I wanted to keep going forward, and that's where I'd overturn possession far too much. And I've started to realize when, ever since I started streaming, I've like fallen into bad habits, and I look to score nice goals. I look to play it quickly because I want to show you goals on stream, but it's not the correct way of going about things. And I wanted to test things up and just completely change my style, and there you go. It worked. And I want to test that next week, and just to see how consistent I am with it. But my good God, some of the signings that we had made, can't say I made a mistake. I bought the wrong version. I was thinking it was a Team of the Match Day 95. I in fact bought the 94 for about 400,000. Yeah, that's an absolute rip. But as we finish 9th in the world, we get 200,000 coins, the Ultimate Team of the Season pack, and 4 100Ks. So let's pray we do get enough coins to go and afford that 99 Hazard. And that will literally seal off the account, because Hazard is one of my favorite players right now. I'll have Neymar, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo. It's going to be all good. So another player that I brought in, it was Footy's Valsalco. He was good actually. On the ball, very quick. Off the ball, fast. The actual close ball control was pretty nice, and to position him, he felt light. But I've been really enjoying Trippier. And I think Trippier is better than Walker, Team of the Season Walker on the ball, but I don't know who's the better defender between Trippier and Valsalco. So that's something that I'm going to have to try and test, but I don't want to make like too many changes. It's more to do really with the way I was playing. Like any formation, if you were to give some of these pros, like the top pros, like a 3-back formation or a 4-4-1-1, they're still going to play very well in it. And that's what I felt like happened this weekend for me. Now the 4-3-3 theory, it gave me the options, but if I was still playing that direct attack and style, I would have just probably lost like the amount of games I did last weekend. But it's just all about your mindset and the way you've got to protect the ball. So I feel like I am getting better on FIFA, and I believe FIFA 19 is the one that I'm really going to take seriously and try my best to just cut out all the bad habits, like especially when I win the ball and I play it straight away back to my opponent because I'm rushing. Instead of that, look to turn, maybe play it back to the keeper, switch to play a lot, and that's what I was doing this weekend. So Valsalco and Kante, they did make a difference, and it was actually towards the end of the games, Valsalco picked up 2 all-important goals, so fair play to him. And I've been seeing FIFA 19, we've got some returning icons, and I don't know how legit this is. I saw it on Twitter. Best. George Best is returning. 3-tier, well, they're like 3-tier icons. So you have the baby version, the mid, and the prime. A prime George Best. You've got Baggio in there, a closer. He was released in the World Cup, but yeah, I guess they're just going to bring him out on FIFA 19. A Trezeguet I've seen. Over 69 icons. 69! I don't know if it's legit now, looking at how many they're going to drop on the game, because you've got to keep in mind that it's not just 69 players. You've got the second version, the third version. It is far too many. Far too many, and I believe that's going to flood the game a little bit. So if you're thinking that you're going to be able to get away with like informs and just decent cards after about 2 months, 3 months of play in the weekend league, if the reward structure is exactly the same, it's going to be icons upon icons again. So if you're really wanting to compete, you've either got to spend a lot of money or you've got to be playing at the weekend league and grinding out those divisions. And I'm going to be continuing with the RTG. On stream, I've got a new account. So I know some people were like, oh my god, I can't believe you're running 2 accounts, it's pointless. Well, the stream account is the one that I'm going to be spending FIFA points on, that I can test out new players, I can get involved with the promos, I can do SBCs, and just like use that account to test myself in the weekend league without any stress on stream and enjoy myself and try and push for the rewards. Just really build up like the best pay to win side. But on YouTube, and this is where a lot of people are thinking that they're going to miss out because they don't watch the streams, no worries. FIFA 19 RTG will only get uploaded on YouTube, so you won't miss anything. And I will be grinding out my games off stream and looking to achieve 40-0s and all that good stuff. But some of the highlights on FIFA 18 was packing Hulle and Messi in the same goddamn pack. And then on top of that, the pack luck this year for me has been the best it's ever been. The finishes in the weekend league, I think we've achieved like so much, and I'm just really happy that it lasted this long, and the continued support that you guys have shown, the new subscribers that have come in over the year, you enjoying the RTG as much as I enjoy producing it. I can only thank you guys for that. And then FIFA 17, if you try and compare the teams, it's difficult because it's nowhere near as good as what we've built up here. I think one thing that did help though was just the icon luck at the start, getting Kante literally in like 2 episodes. So I wonder if we're going to be able to top that for FIFA 19. I'm looking forward to it. The changes to divisions will give us something to grind towards during the week as well. And I've been told that if you, let's say you start in Division 10, which, well, you will, everyone starts in Division 10, if you grind out so many games and you get an awesome skill rating, that might send you up so many divisions. So it's not like you go from Division 9, you've got to wait a week, go into Division, go from Division 10 to Division 9 and you've waited a week. You could go from like Division 10 to Division 6. That's what I'm understanding right now. So that is interesting. So if we grind it out, we might be able to get to like Division 2, Division 1 real quick and just farm through the packs and the coins that you get every single week. So I'm really looking forward to that. But boys, achieving 40-0 in the last RTG episode, it is absolutely insane. And I played some really nice FIFA, scored some awesome goals, and I'm happy with the changes. Let's go and take a look at the team. I'll finish all that good stuff and seal off the the account. So this is the final RTG side, and like I said, I was using the 4-3-3 flat formation. It was allowing me to control the tempo of the game. A couple of matches that I did go into, my opponents were wanting to do the same, but with a little bit of luck on our side, we were able to overcome that and get the result. So some of the players that I just want to highlight to you guys: Ronaldinho, one of the best unlocks in the series, 1,617 games, 760 goals, 710 assists. And I always say to you, you got to consider the games that you go into and they just quit at 0-0. You go 1-0 up with a player that isn't Ronaldinho who's on the score sheet, they also quit. So it just affects the records with my players, and I believe that's the case, and that's why one of the reasons why I don't have like a positive game to goal with any of them. 583 games, 466 goals, and 347 assists for Ronaldo. He wasn't a mistake, it was Maradona that was the mistake of the series, and then I just used Maradona into someone that I was going to play with. And Ronaldo is one of those cards that he won't do anything for 70, 80 minutes in a match, but then the 81st, the 82nd, he's the one that's going to take up good positions, clutch up, get those goals, and that's why it's a risk dropping someone like Ronaldo from your team. Neymar, I've had so many different versions on the account. I love him. My favorite player on this game. Neymar is just the best, and he's going to be probably one of the best cards on FIFA 19 as well. Hullet, we had a different version before, then I decided to do that prime icon. I don't feel like it was a mistake because at the time I was wanting to get those team of the season packs, but if you really look at like how many coins we spent on it and we didn't pull anything, probably was a little bit of a waste. But Hullet is one of the best cards to go for. Kante smashed it. I was using like the 3-4-1-2 at the start of the weekend league, and then I switched it up, brought in Marco Reus for one game, and then I used Kante for the last 25, and he is just a clutch player. Love him. Patrick Vieira, same situation as Vieira, had different versions, probably played over like 2,500 games with Patrick Vieira. He is just the best. Rio Ferdinand, 2,000 games, one of my favorite centre backs, but if I had a choice, I would be using Ramos. Maldini, should have unlocked him earlier in the series. That was my bad. Loved every minute of Maldini. It's just such a shame that I didn't get him earlier. And then some of these guys are just my untradables. De Rossi, he's going to stay on the account. Defoe's actually pretty good, and just a few other special cards. Pretty much I've been clearing out the club and just using all my untradables to put into tradable SBCs to sell the packs and just open some of those 81 plus guarantees. So really just been enjoying myself. But let's go and have a look at the official finish. Where are we in the leaderboard? Let's go. And here it is, the official 40-0, 9th in the world, which is fantastic for the packs. And it is crazy to think that I've only really missed one weekend league over the course of FIFA 18. It's not good for your health, but for FIFA 19, hopefully they add a little bit more consistency in the gameplay. But with my first run on the Xbox One X, the new monitor and all that good stuff, we finished 40-0. So maybe was that playing a part, or was it the matchmaking, or was it me that was just playing well? I think it all came together and we got 40-0 to seal off the series. It feels so good. And once again, thank you so much for your continued support. Hopefully you show that same support on FIFA 19's RTG. That would be much appreciated, and hopefully we can top this account. Thank you so much for watching the end of the RTG. FIFA 19, it is returning, and I will see you then. Team out. Peace.